Hey y'all, good evening. Thank y'all for joining me for another episode of Best of the Asia. When y'all get in here, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure that you hit the notification bell so you don't miss when I go live. And make sure you share it. Definitely make sure that y'all have subscribed to the YouTube channel because y'all see how what was it, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, all that stuff went down the other day, and I was devastated. A lot of people was all online capping, talking about, oh, they weren't tripping or whatever. They didn't notice it was down. Baby, I was devastated. You hear me? I went up to my phone company and everything, trying to see what the hell going on. But anyway, thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. We got a really interesting show. If you want to join the live and give any of your thoughts and opinions, I do have the link in the comments, so you could hit on the comment and go hit on the comment section and click on the link if you want to jump on this live feed. So tonight we're gonna get a little ratchet. I miss y'all so much. How y'all been doing? It seems like I ain't been on live in a long time. I miss y'all. How y'all been doing? How y'all mama been doing? I miss y'all. I hope y'all miss me like I miss y'all. But anyway, tonight's show gonna be a little ratchet. But I'm gonna put y'all up on some game. Tonight's show, we're gonna be talking about side chick etiquette. And I think it's very important that we cover this because the last week we had the show called Good Men Cheat Too. And we explored the different reasons why they do it and what you should do as a woman in a situation if a man that you consider to be a good man up to the point he cheated on you, what you should do in that situation. One thing about it, I live in reality. I know a lot of people live in euphoria or they want to be ignorant to situations or try and make it seem like things don't exist. One thing about it, I do not promote cheating. I do not promote sleeping with other people, man or husband or whatnot. But the thing is, it's going to happen. As long as people are on this earth, people are going to cheat and people are going to be side niggas and side chicks. That's just what it is. So what made me want to talk about this is these people who get online and they start exposing the person who they're dealing with, especially when it's like a celebrity or in everything. Hold on one second. Something is breaking up over here. Hold on, y'all. This thing giving me a... Okay, there it is. So especially if it's like a celebrity or something, these women, I guess they feel like they're going to make some money from outing these guys. And I know a lot of bloggers, they pick up the stories and pay them a little piece of change for it. And so these women, they're getting a kick out of exposing these men. I don't know why women who are side chicks don't have any shame anymore. I would be embarrassed for somebody to know, like the general public to know that I'm sleeping with a married man. Now, granted, we all had a past. I'm not judging anybody. But for you to just out it and just come out and just let the world know, hey, I'm sleeping with this married man for nothing. Nobody asked you, but you want to let the world know. And then you have no regard for the actual woman that he's in a relationship with. And it's not your responsibility to keep their relationship intact. You can't sleep with a married man if he ain't out here in these streets messing around. But all at the same time, you should reserve that. You shouldn't want to hurt that other woman more than she's already going to be hurt if she were to find out about y'all. Like, what's the point in doing that? And then you have a lot of these women who sleep with these married men and they get pregnant and then they want to out him and talk about how he's not a good father. What makes you feel like a man who is married to somebody or in a relationship with somebody is going to be a good father to your child when he's hiding you? If he's hiding you, of course he's going to hide the fact that he got a child with you. Of course he's not going to be as present. As of course, y'all sitting up having this child is going to blow his cover even more so. So he definitely 9 times out of 10 is going to distance himself away from you because y'all done sit here and made this baby with each other. So to expect for a married man or a man in a relationship to be a good father It's absolutely ridiculous, and you make yourself look like a damn fool when you coming out and you want to blast this man, and you know he's in a relationship. That's not going to help your situation. I don't feel like that's going to make this man feel like he needs to step up or whatever. I think that's going to make him want to deny you even more. And the thing that made me think about the subject last week about good men cheat too, because I forgot to mention this, right? Y'all remember when it was a situation where it was, I don't know the lady name, but it was an IG model who said that she is pregnant by Russell Wilson. If y'all remember that, let me know. So she came out and she said that she was pregnant by Russell Wilson, and it was another athlete that she could have possibly been pregnant by, whatever. And when I heard that, I was thinking to myself, I was like, shit, if she is pregnant by Russell Wilson, I hope Ciara don't leave Russell, because, like, you know, y'all probably just need to have a blended family. And I know that what probably was crazy for me to say that, but I'm like, shit, Russell a good man. He just made a mistake, you know. That's what came through my mind. I was like, no, they ain't made like Russell, you know what I'm saying? He probably, you know, Russell seemed like the type that he just drink Moscato. And what happened, he might have went to the party and the boys asked him to take a shot of bourbon, and he just wanted to be cool and got a little besides himself and just slipped in a piece of pussy. He give me that type of energy or whatever. So I was like, Ciara, nah, this ain't the one that you want to leave. You might want to reconcile with him and try and figure it out. Work it out in the background. Don't make it a public thing or whatever. But we not leaving Russell Wilson, okay? But the fact that this woman was okay with and had no shame with coming out and saying that she's pregnant by a married man. And I think the other guy that she said she was pregnant by was married as well. It's another football player or whatever. I don't know the whole story like that. That got swept under the rug real quick. Like that didn't blow up in the media like I thought it was gonna blow up or whatever. They shut that down real quick. We is not about to have the good guy going bad. We're not finna do Russell Wilson like that or whatever. So anyway, that made me think about the good men cheat too situation. And then it also made me think about these side chicks. And they don't know how to move. They don't know how to do things. And I'm gonna tell you something. The problem with these side chicks have a lot to do with these men in these situations. These men, for whatever reason, they go mess with a chick that's single. She's looking for her forever. She want a man to herself. He comes into the situation lying to the girl, making it seem like he don't have anybody. And if he does have somebody, he come in the situation lying a lot of times like, oh, she ain't sleeping with me. We don't get along. It's tough. I'm only here for the kids. And you know the lies that y'all tell or whatever. And she eat that up. Now, as women, you have to understand that that's the game and that's what happens out here. But all at the same time, once you find out that you are in a situation where you are a legit side chick, regardless of what it is that this man is telling you about what's going on at his house, regardless of what, you are aware that you are a side chick. I ain't talking about someone that's unknowingly sleeping with a married man or a man in a relationship. I'm talking about somebody who knows for sure that this man has another woman and she ain't the main one. That's what I'm talking about. You got to stop running your mouth so much. And you have to be a little bit more guarded with your heart, with your emotions. And to be honest with you, if you're a side chick, you definitely have to have an agenda if you're messing with these men out here. You cannot be messing with another woman's man for nothing. You cannot be messing with another woman's man for love. He needs to be compensating you with some money and a certain type of lifestyle. Y'all be falling in love with somebody else's husband. Y'all be praying to God, thinking that this man that you sleeping with, that's somebody else's husband, and that's your soulmate. Y'all be sitting up here thinking that y'all know this man better than the woman that he actually proposed to and married. Y'all be thinking that y'all got this soul connection or whatever the case may be. And you sitting up here and you on the side. Also, You don't ever need to be in a situation where you're dealing with a guy that's in a relationship and you don't have anything going on yourself. And he shouldn't even put those requirements on you to where you can only be with him, you can only deal with him, and you can't go on and find your own little thing or whatever. This situation, it should be a fun situation for the both of y'all because it's fun for him. So make it fun for you and make him compensate you. And when I say compensate you, I'm talking about compensate you with some money, because the thing is, doing all this cheating and having all of this different women or whatever, that is a rich man's sport. Quit sleeping with these broke men and they got another woman, and only thing you could do is be caught up in your feelings. And the only thing he could give you is a little piece of time and some good hard dick every once in a while. That you need to be living a whole totally different type of lifestyle if you finna be sleeping with somebody else's man. Now, I'm not telling you to go do that, but people gonna do that. And if you gonna do that, you need to know what the hell you doing out here before you get caught up. Let me read some of these comments. Keys say, let me take notes. Ruth Anna say, John Wesby say, Amber Rose. What about Amber Rose? Ruth Anna, that's what happened with Candy from Real Housewife of Atlanta. And see, Candy from the Real Housewife of Atlanta, if I'm correct, she was sleeping with Riley, her daughter's father, while he was married. And now she all on the Real Housewives of Atlanta talking about he's an absent father. Bitch, he was an absent man. What did you think? That story didn't get any publicity though. No, it didn't. Russell got drugged. Yeah, Kristen, he had to have gotten drugged. But yeah, it's different ways that you have to move and everything. And I actually feel like another thing that a lot of side chicks got a problem with doing too. A lot of side chicks talk to their friends too much about who they dealing with and what they got going on. And they got a habit of introducing the guy to too many people and leave things up for questioning. And you'll bring the guy around your family and friends, and sometimes your family and friends don't actually know that he got a woman or anything, but you bring the guy around your family and friends, and then they see that the relationship ain't progressing the way that a relationship progresses organically. You know, y'all been dealing with each other for 4 or 5 years, but it hadn't taken the next step, no engagement or no plans of marriage or anything like that. And it'll have your people thinking like, you know, what's going on, side-eyeing you and all this old kinds of stuff. And it makes you have a certain amount of stress, a certain amount of anxiety. It's a different level of pressure that comes with that. And then it makes you say a whole lot of things to the guy and try and pressure him and talk him out of his situation with the woman that he with. And another thing that side chicks need to quit doing is just holding their life up. Stop holding y'all life up for these men. When we were younger, we did a whole lot of things that we weren't supposed to do. A whole lot of things were immoral. I'm not going to sit here and make it seem like I've never been with a guy that's been in a relationship before. I have, you know what I'm saying? I have knowingly and unknowingly, you know. But all at the same time, I knew how to move while I was doing it. It never was a thing where I just sat up here and was like, you know what? One day he's going to leave her for me. First of all, I don't even want you. I don't even want you that much. For me to be sitting up thinking about you gonna leave her for me, I don't want you, because guess what? I'm seeing how you moving, because you moving like that with me. So if I'm seeing how you moving and how low down and sneaky you could be or whatever the case may be, I don't trust you no farther than I could throw you. So I'm not hoping and praying that you might leave her for me. Matter of fact, if you break up with her, I'm gonna leave you too. So I'm not finna blow up your spot, because I need y'all to be together, because that's the reason why I could keep my emotions about this situation and get your money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to stay together, because this is my compensation package or whatever. If she got to deal with cooking and cleaning for you, and when you get sick, crying like a baby, and all this old kind of stuff, nurturing you back to health or whatever, I'm the fun girl. I can sit over here and I ain't got to worry about maintaining you or nothing like that. So I don't want you to leave her, and I don't want her to leave you. So I ain't finna say nothing because I don't want to deal with the maintenance of a man. So my thing is, I don't even want your title right now, ma'am. Keep him and let me stay over here on do what I do or whatever the case may be, because I'm not finna blow up no spot, because that's gonna mess up what I got going on. That's gonna take the fun away from me. I don't want the responsibility as your woman. That's how it was back in the day. That was that mentality back in the day. Now, of course, I'm older and it's completely different. But back, y'all stay together. Matter of fact, baby, you could let me. Matter of fact, while a man thinking he's saying something and he fooling me, talking about something, she don't sleep with me. We don't communicate, and thinking he blowing smoke up my ass, like he gonna piss down my back and tell me that it's raining and BS me or whatever. You know what I do? I start telling them on how to fix their relationship. I need y'all to be together, because I don't want you. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing how you moving. I done had people that done did a whole bunch of stuff where you think they somewhere that they supposed to be and ain't where they supposed to be or whatever the case may be, and you on a dummy mission. I done seen men do some dirt. You hear me? I done seen men do some dirt, and ain't no way in the hell I'ma want you after I done been on the side and see how you sneaking and moving or whatever the case may be. And that's the reason why I want women to stop getting mad at other women when things happen, because these men, they lie, and they don't even lie good. And a lot of times, the woman that they messing with, they probably have the same mentality as me. A lot of times, they do be having the same mentality as me when it comes down to it, where they ain't trying to blow up the spot or whatever the case may be. But this conversation is more so about those ones that are into blowing up the spot. You want to get mad at the man or whatever, and you start feeling like you have main chick privileges and you got main chick rights and you have a right to bitch and complain about certain things. You don't. You get in where you fit in. That man don't owe you no more than what y'all agreed to. And that's the reason why I said you need to have an agenda. You need to have a game plan. You need to be compensated financially in a situation or whatever it is that you want from it. But it better not be no love. And it better not be a whole lot of time. That's not what you go in there for. You go in there for a good time. That's it. And you better make sure he is doing what he's supposed to do on his end of it. And let me tell you something about a side chick. A lot of times, a side chick is what keeps the relationship together. Because what it is when that man is going through something with his woman, he has this girl on the side that he could use as refuge. I'm going to give y'all a little piece of game. I ain't telling y'all to go out here and do that, but I'm going to tell you, if you really want that man to yourself, and if you really one of those chicks that is sitting there waiting on the man and you want him to leave his woman for you, you got to leave him alone. If you stay with him, you're keeping his relationship together. You're making it easy for him. You're giving him something to look forward to. He could come home and listen to his woman nag and bitch and complain and whine or whatever he's saying to you that she's doing at home. He could take it because he knows, like, I'm finna head out the door. I got old girl over here. We finna do our thing or whatever. Me and babe, we got a trip plan or whatever. I hear you talking or whatever the case may be, but I got an outlet. You got to suffocate that nigga. You got to run his ass dry. If you want him to leave her for you, you got to leave him alone. You can't be his sense of peace. You don't blow up his spot because it's going to blow it up for you, but you can't be his sense of peace or whatever. Don't go off on him. Don't start no shit with him because he just going to find another girl. But distance yourself from him. Make him miss you. Make him feel like, you know what, I need to prioritize her. Or, you know what I got going on over here ain't worth me missing out what I could have with this particular person. That's only if you crazy enough to want that man for yourself. You got to distance yourself from him. You can't keep on. You can't love him enough. You're not going to be able to fuck him enough or none of that stuff right there. You can't do all of that. You can't be too invested in that situation where you make it to where he could set up shop with you, you know, like he got 2 homes or whatever the case may be. If you really want him, he'll never leave the situation if you make it too comfortable for him. You got to apply some pressure. Kristen say they forgot their role. Yes, indeed. And Kristen say facts. Yes, indeed. Make sure if y'all on this live feed, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and share it, y'all. I definitely appreciate it. Keep me in the algorithm in case Facebook shut down again. Baby, I'm on YouTube, okay? But anyway, I told y'all tonight's show is going to be ratchet. You know what I'm saying? Some of these are the thoughts and opinions of Deasia, and some of this is just, you know, wise words. You know, it's some things that I have experienced. The reason why I'm able to tell you some things that I have, you know, observed from a distance or whatever, that I'm able to tell you, you know, how to move out here. You got to know how to maneuver in order for every situation to benefit you. And so you just got to be careful. You can't have too high of an expectation for somebody else's man. Another thing, like, what gets me with side chicks, and I had a conversation with a friend, that you have some side chicks that'll get mad at the man for whatever reason. Probably he said he was gonna be somewhere and he didn't come when he said he was supposed to come. He said he was gonna do something. He didn't do what he said he was going to do. Regardless of what it is, they get mad at him for whatever reason. Don't you ever, with your fool ass, pick up that phone and call that lady and get to telling her anything. I don't care what that man put you through and what that man did. That woman ain't did you nothing. Don't you pick up the phone and get to telling that woman anything. If she call you, don't you tell her shit either. You don't know him. Bitch, you don't even know who you are right now. You know what I'm saying? Play like you losing your mind. You know what I'm saying? You better go see now. You better catch amnesia or whatever real quick. I'm sorry, it's such and such, and you need to be very apologetic or whatever. Don't you call that lady on that bullshit because she wasn't bothering you. I don't care what he did, because guess what? He's not obligated to you. That's not your man. That's her man. You ain't got no business calling that lady disturbing her peace on some BS because of what he did. Y'all not friends where you could call her and chit chat and say, baby, let me tell you what your husband did to me today. What type of time y'all be on? If she call you, don't tell her shit. She shouldn't be calling you and you shouldn't be calling her, because the common denominator in the situation is that man. Whatever issue that you guys have, you need to take it up with him the same way. Any issues that she has, she need to take it up with him. She do not need to be calling you. You do not need to be calling her. Matter of fact, this is another thing that I have an issue with men. That side chick shouldn't even have access to your woman. That be y'all fault. She shouldn't be knowing this woman work schedule and all this old kind of stuff. You should have your game so tight or whatever. Those two things don't even have to cross paths. You know, she could know, like, you want to lie and say y'all ain't having sex or y'all don't communicate or she nags, she don't cook and all this old kind of stuff. That's one thing. But you wrong as fuck if you sit up here and you tell this woman business to somebody on the side. This lady know everything that this woman does. Because you ain't telling your wife her business. That's how people be ending up on Snap or whatever. These women get so emotionally invested and they know all the wife or main chick business, and next thing you know, they hiding under the car in the garage or whatever for them to come out to their work. And next thing you know, they getting shot up and stuff like that. Y'all need to keep y'all mouth closed. These men, y'all be moving sloppy, and these women, they be moving sloppy as well. But I feel like that's one of those things that people just have to be aware of, and people have to know how to move out here, because it just be too much. I just be taken aback, and I don't even get a kick out of when I hear certain things. I I only get a kick out of it to the extent where I'm like, okay, if it's something in social media or whatever. Hold on, y'all. My eyelash. I don't know what's wrong with my eyelash. But if it's something in these my real eyelashes, they just been irritating me. But if something happening in social media, it be happening in social media or whatever, and I hear about some famous person having situations, then I just listen to it. But then I'll be just like, this is stupid. Why are you saying something? Why are you talking? Like, the whole thing is, you know, it used to be a point in time back in the day where like men who cheated and they had friends that cheated and everything like that, they made their friends be respectful to their wives. You know, if they seen that, I know it probably sounds crazy, like an oxymoron, like how he's respectful and he's cheating as well. But, you know, they're discreet. They're trying to be as discreet as possible. Like, they're not putting the side chick on display and all this old kind of stuff, bringing around and all that around the fellas and just doing a whole lot and having her out in the open. Like, men used to check me and like, you're doing too much. You're moving a little funny or whatever. And I feel like women should check women too, because these women will be side chicks and they'll sit up here with their homegirls and they be, girl, he better do this, he better do that. And if you got any problems, you could come pick me up. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna pop up at his job. I'm gonna do it. I don't care how mad that man make you. You cannot react to it. You cannot. Unfortunately, you don't have that right to be emotional. That privilege went out the window when you decide to sleep with somebody else's man. If you're not gonna be able to pull your emotions in and girdle your tongue and deal with what comes and roll with the punches and just go with what was agreed on and not expect anything more, then you don't even need to be in that type of situation. Because you gotta ask yourself, you know, what are you worth? What do you ultimately want? What are you here for? Do you want to be a wife? Do you want to be respected? Do you want to be loved and cared for? Do you want to be in a position where that man has to answer to you? Do you know, so you have to ask yourself what it is that you want, and you have to move according. You cannot be out here for anything else but a bag if you sleeping with somebody else's man. If you doing it for any other reason, you completely out your damn mind. You ought not be having kids with no married man. Let me tell you something. If a man is out here cheating with you, and the time that he could have been spending with his wife or whoever he in a relationship with, and he's spending it with you, what you think his wife might be doing on her downtime? While he's out cheating in the next room with you, she could be cheating with somebody else. So all of you don't know, and then that person could be having somebody else. So next thing you know, you sleeping with this one person, and next thing you know, you in this whole triangle, well, circle at that point, because it's more than three. You in this whole group of people who just all doing all of this messing around or whatever. Why are you even sleeping with this man unprotected? For you to be having a baby. And why you ain't went and got you a popular plan B or whatever the case may be. And I know a lot of y'all be like, you know, if he make a certain amount of money, you know, get the child support and all of that. And that's where the shame and the embarrassment should come from, because you should be embarrassed to even have to collect child support from a married man. You should be embarrassed to even be in that type of position to do that. And a lot of us glorify that these days, and we normalize it these days. You will see these women get with these celebrities who done cheated on their spouse and got them pregnant, and they done got a lump sum in some type of settlement or child support agreement where they get these big old lump sums each month, and we be like, oh yeah, she winning or whatever. No, how's you winning when only thing you're doing is creating more broken homes, more damaged children? And the thing is, he might can't even participate in that child's life for real and actually be a father. Only thing he could do is just give money. That's just like whose situation is like that. Carmelo Anthony and Lala, their situation like that. Carmelo Anthony, he done went out and had this baby, and Lala is like, you can't interact. You could take care of your child financially, but this child ain't coming around here. This child ain't about to know, their other siblings or anything like that. You shouldn't want that for your kid. You should think about your kid in this situation. That's the thing. And then too, if that man ain't giving you enough money where you feel like you got to turn around and have a baby for him in order to be on child support, you ought to not be cheating with him anyway. That's the reason why you need to go get you a regular ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? That he work all the time. He tired as hell. He work at Amazon 16 hours a day. He got to be at work between 8 and 5, moving boxes around. He hot, he sweaty, and everything like that. He tired as hell. He ain't got time to cheat. You get you a working man that will know how to work with his hands. If you want somebody to see yourself, get you somebody that work with his hands, that's tired as hell, that work on construction sites and stuff like that. So when they get home, the only thing they want to do is shower and they want to eat. They ain't got time to be running those streets. You get you one of them, just get you a regular nigga. You know what I'm saying? But if you try and be in a situation where you try and live this life of luxury or whatever the case may be, and you end up messing with somebody else, man, you better know what comes with it. You go ahead and get you one that's good for you, that make enough where he could sustain and take care of his family or whatever, and you go ahead and go on about your business. But see, a lot of women be wanting to be living these certain lifestyles and not willing to do that. But then they get with these men with a whole bunch of money, that has a whole bunch of access, that has a whole bunch of options. And then they want to bitch and complain or whatever when he don't work his schedule around them, and he don't do what she want him to do. Men of power are not going to listen to you. They don't give a damn. You're going to always feel some type of way. They going to always dump you off over here and get to doing something else. They don't care nothing about you. So you got to figure out what works best for you. And you got to do the right thing and know that it's very irresponsible for you to be laying up with somebody else's man and you are causing scenes and you put yourself out there. Like, have some sense of pride, some decorum or something about yourself to where you don't put yourself out there to be a laughing stock. I don't know when it became cute for women to just be running around and just blasting out to the world that, hey, I'm sleeping with a married man. Like, that ain't never been cute. But y'all got to stop doing it. And I'm sorry, y'all, my sinuses and stuff messing with me. I do not do coke. As you can see, the shoulder to back ratio will tell you I do not do coke. My sinuses or whatever just acting up. But y'all, we just got to do better out here. Like I said, I do not promote cheating. I do not promote being a side chick, but it's going to happen. And people just have to know how to move and stop getting their feelings hurt and stop breaking up people's situations. You got to just be able to move a little bit better out here and maneuver through the circumstances and make sure if you're dealing with somebody who got somebody, that they are compensating you for your time and you don't have these high expectations. So y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. I don't want to be on here all nasally or whatever the case may be. My sinuses or whatever are cutting up. I was a little late anyway because of that. But I miss y'all so much. Anyway, make sure that you have liked the video. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure that you turn on the notification bell. And I thank y'all so much for checking me out tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in. I am about to tune out.
I hope you black men were paying attention. I hope you black men were paying attention.